You know, the internet has come a long way in the last 20 odd years. Now we're at the stage now where we have devices in our pockets that give us access to like a world of information. Who knew that we'd use those same devices to watch a bunch of 30-year-old men have a go at a young Lana Del Rey stan? So if you're in the LGBT community like me and you use TikTok, chances are you've seen this video.
When are we going to talk about the real pandemic that is gay men turning 30 and then pumping their face full of filler?
Period, and that's on share.
So yeah, it seems pretty harmless. Just a dumb joke. You know, something that I wouldn't say is that big of a deal, and I'm sure everyone agrees with me. I'm being sarcastic. This has like set off a bomb on my fucking FU page. It's just stitch after stitch of people replying to this video, getting all ass hurt over a dumb fucking joke. Like, I have never seen this many people miss the fucking point of a video ever. It's astounding.
Period, and that.
I'm sorry, period, that's on what? Who'd you get that from? Black.
Shawn Mendes. He got it from Shawn Mendes. Jesus Christ.
Black people is where. So maybe don't use AAVE to punctuate your tragic points. I remember being 16. Call me when you're 30.
Also, if you look very, very carefully at the video, you'll notice when someone says, period, that's on share, his lips aren't moving. He's not the one saying it, alright? I know that with age, your eyesight can deteriorate. If that applies to you, I'd recommend getting some glasses or maybe contact lenses. Like, a lot of these stitches have got it in their heads whenever they want to critique him for supposedly using AAV. Like, how can you get so fucking triggered that you just start making things up in your head? And I know for a fact that a lot of these people don't even give a shit about AAV. They're just pissed off at the filler comment and want to get one over on him.
Many problems with this video. I'm going to point them out. First of all, a pandemic that's killed so many people does not equate to this.
Damn, dude, it's almost like he was fucking joking and exaggerating. Seriously, is it that hard to put two and two together?
Oh, and the gays you're referring to are the same gays that actually fought for your rights as a gay person. And like, let me just remind you that people who were gay back then, we didn't go through high school super easily. Because being in high school now versus being in high school back then as being gay has no comparison whatsoever.
I swear to God, this is like the gay equivalent of, like, you know, the old person saying, oh, back in my day, I used to walk up the hill both ways to go to school. Like, I've seen a couple people bring up this point about, like, the fact that, you know, 30-year-old plus gays have had it harder in school, which I don't doubt at all, but it highly depends on your area. Like, I'm pretty young at the moment, like I'm 19. Like, I've almost like been jumped because of it numerous times. So yeah, if you don't know like someone's like background or like stuff they've gone through, like just don't bring it up in the first place. Plus, like, it's not relevant to the original like TikTok.
When are we going to talk about the real pandemic that is gay men turning 30 and then pumping their face full of filler?
When are we going to talk about me?
He's right. When are we going to talk about me? As in my YouTube channel. I'm really close to 200 subscribers. If you could like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. I got that out of the way. Alright, so this next TikTok is like literally 3 minutes long, so I'm just going to take little pieces out of it.
I literally made a comment in your video just jokingly saying, okay, Twink182, are you even old enough to get that reference?
He probably is, like he's 20 years old. I mean, I'm literally younger than him. I know what Blink-182 is. All my friends know what Blink-182 is. I don't necessarily like Blink-182, but like, I know who they are. And also, I don't really get like the comments at all, like Twink-182. I'm just genuinely curious. I don't know what like the catch is to that. Are you calling him like a punk, like pop punk band or something? Whatever.
And a whole bunch of your fellow fetuses are in my comments being like, oh, are you mad? Oh, found the person who has filler. Thought experiment. What if I am mad?
This isn't a what if situation. You are really mad. Extremely fucking mad. Evidently, you've gone on like a 3-minute long monologue in response to an offhanded joke that this dude made that was like, what, like 10 seconds at most? You're very mad.
What if I have had filler? So then, do you agree that it's okay to body shame people for things that they are insecure about? I haven't had filler, and I want to say that specifically because I also don't like the use of cosmetic surgery, but it's none of my fucking business, and I'm not going to disparage people who have had things like that done to them. What other people do to their bodies to make themselves feel better is none of my business, whether I like it or not. You look like an extra from The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Like, you literally look like the mayor of Whoville's twink mistress.
I love how you just went on like a whole... Sorry, did that again sound like I was fucking crying? I love how you just went on like a whole rant about the problem of body shaming in the gay community by white gays. Yeah, you're taking personal digs at him. You're actually doing stuff that's worse than what he said. He was just generalizing. You're specifically targeting him, having these long ass insults about the way he looks. I don't mind if someone fights fire with fire. I just like a bit of consistency, alright? Just a tad bit of fucking consistency.
And if I made a video unprovoked about that, I'd be a fucking asshole.
Oh no, you're not just an asshole. Like, you're an entitled fucking asshole. And also, going on this whole spiel about just like random bullshit trying to get one over on him doesn't make it better if you just made the video calling him twink mistress of whatever.
It doesn't matter how old you are or how attractive other people find you. Body insecurity is a mental illness, and for some people the treatment is surgery, and for others it's therapy. And it's probably unfair of me to judge your whole character based on this one shitty video that you made. But kid, you have not backed down. You've even made follow-up videos like, oh, the old people are mad.
He made that response because he's right. You all got his main account banned until like the 9th, so like 2 weeks, because you all were like too pissed off, kept making stitches, mass reporting his account. Yeah, he has every right to make a response because it's true.
30 and then pumping their face full of filler.
Period. And
Girl, nobody waits until they're 30 to get filler because by then, especially with your kind of genetics, you'll need more than just filler. And B, you're like a white twink, so stop saying period. Like, it's so beyond, I can't even tell.
You know, I don't make fun of people's appearances on this channel. One, because it's TOS, but two, even if I wanted to, I don't think I could actually make fun of your appearance because I've no idea what you look like. You have like a really heavy filter on. Like, you're literally giving Kalista Gingrich a run for her money, which I thought was impossible, so good on you for doing that.
period. And
Baby girl, if I did not have the luxury of melanin protecting my skin, I would not be throwing stones in glass houses. Good luck with that 10 years from now.
You know, melanin may protect you from the bad parts of aging, but it certainly doesn't protect your self-esteem. You know, I won't lie, like, I'm white as shit, but the rays of like insecurity that are radiating from my phone screen has done more damage to my skin than the sun ever could. I'm so secure in myself that I'm going to make a stitch thinking I'm roasting this guy, but instead I'm just shrieking insecurity. I keep saying that word, but like, I don't know what else to say.
Filler.
Now, I know the poster child for the twink to filler pipeline ain't talking. But if we want to talk about real pandemics, let's talk about the pandemic of little white gay boys that have watched Mean Girls once and have adopted Regina George as their entire personality. And then forgetting the part of Mean Girls that at the end of the movie, Regina George got hit by a fucking bus. And that experience for her was incredibly humbling and changed her character. And the bus in that movie is honestly a metaphor. And for you, I hope that your metaphorical bus is you getting cooked in the fucking comment section of your video and all of the other queer people that have been stitching and duetting your videos calling you out for this toxic fucking behavior.
You know, I've seen Regina George from Mean Girls being used as an insult a lot in like gay TikTok. But to be quite honest, after seeing all these stitches, like I wish I was Regina George getting hit by a bus, like, cause this is doing my head in. By the way, that was a joke. I'm doing great. I know a lot of you have a problem telling when someone is exaggerating for like comedic effect based on the responses to that video. So I thought I'd just put that out there.
When are we going to talk about the real pandemic that is gay men turning 30 and then pumping their face full of filler?
period. And
I think the real pandemic is these white twinks thinking that being Regina George is a good personality trait. You just come off like a twat. And it's going to be you in a few years, princess. Buckle up.
No. I think the real pandemic is these 30-plus-year-old gays thinking being anti-Regina George is a good personality trait. It's not cool, it's not quirky, it just makes you look like a twat.
Pumping their face full of filler.
Listen, I'm not going to watch the full video because he just brings up the points that everyone else has brought up, and I've already said it, I don't want to waste your time. But I notice you're smoking, and I just need to tell you, because I don't know if you know this, but when you reach the orange part of a cigarette, that's telling you that that's the filter. You aren't supposed to smoke that. You know, you can tell by the taste, but like, you are smoking fiberglass, my guy. put that down. Anyway, speaking of cigarettes, I think I need a cigarette after that, after watching all those stitches. This kind of really opened my eyes a bit in regards to like the way people view themselves. Like, you shouldn't be scared of aging. Plus, like, it's easier for like men to age, and like this kind of thing is mirrored exactly the same in like, straight spaces. If you've ever seen the beauty standards for like women and all that, a lot worse for them. But I know I said before, like, I'm 19. I'm not scared to turn 30. And whatever like the next incarnation of TikTok or YouTube is going to be in 10 years time, like, I certainly won't be stitching some random like Gen Alpha kid making fun of old people. Hopefully I'll have better shit to be doing. But to all the guys that like were in the stitches or responding with the stitches, I genuinely wish you the best. But like, I mean this in a completely like neutral kind of nice way. But whenever you make these kind of videos getting pissed at something like this, it shrieks insecurity. And like, I won't lie, like, I'm insecure about minor details about the way I look, but like at the end of the day, like, I don't really give a shit. But yeah, like and subscribe. Aiden, stay strong. They can't keep mass reporting your account forever.